am back to my room, my YouTube space.
It's hard to breathe without you.
Alright, so what camera should you be looking at?
Without losing hope, and I know I must keep moving.
So I'm Bela Fernandez, or Isabella Fernandez, but Bella's better, you know. I'm from Brazil, so I'm like full Brazilian, and I'm 20. So I guess like we moved to England and then we would always go back for like a year or two here and there. So I kind of spent like my whole life growing up in 2 separate countries, which meant moving around a lot of times and not really ever being able to keep a friendship group.
Wash your paper hair.
Because as soon as I would make a connection with someone or like start being friends with someone, I would move away. Oi, meu nome é Bela Fernandez, estamos aqui filmando um vídeo para Alphalete. Eu tô muito alegre de estar aqui filmando isso, então eu espero que vocês gostem.
That's so cool. That's fucking awesome.
I'm like a big perfectionist. Like I love to know everything. Like you guys know how curious I am. Like I am very, very curious about life. I hated going to the gym and lifting weights and like not knowing what it was doing or not knowing like how the best way of doing it would be. And I would ask the personal trainers there and they were like very, very lazy. They didn't really want to explain anything to me. So because like no one was telling me anything and I didn't want to like waste time doing something that I don't know the effect of, I just did a lot of research, like again and again and again. From there, like I just started posting all the stuff I had researched. So all the things that I was looking up, I kind of wanted to share it with other people and like share all the topics that I had seen around and like good information. I started making like these friendships off social media and like I was sharing my fitness things and I would become friends with them and we would chat and like they would comment on my stuff and I would comment on theirs, and it was like a friendship that I didn't have. It was very, very hard to like have kind of like a lifelong friendship with someone or just a deep connection with someone before having to just leave again. So yeah, and that kind of made me quite isolated a lot of the time. But I have a very, very, very hard time making deep connections, like, and not surface level friendships, because I've always learned that after like, you know, a few years I'm not going to see the person anymore. So I struggle to like let people in to like more than like surface level friendships. I had a really, really hard time in college. I was kind of left out a lot. I was very isolated. All the girls in the class like hated me a lot. I don't know why. So I was just alone. Just started going to the gym, just doing cardio, just kind of getting away from difficult situations at home and at school. So I never really like started it with the intention like, oh yeah, I want to make money from social media. Like I had no clue you could even make a dime off social media. To me it was just like a platform where you could speak to people and like share stories and things. So like the more friendships I made on there, the less lonely I felt. Like I said, I just felt like I had friends and I had like my own community, even though like in college it was just terrible and I was just alone all day. I still would just be on my phone and be able to still chat to people and have like people to speak to. Instagram wasn't enough because you could only do so much on there. Like you can only write such a long caption and people sometimes don't want to spend ages reading. So I thought YouTube might be a lot better in terms of like actually making that connection with someone where they're seeing you speak.
Won't rest until I make it right. Couldn't stand the thought of losing her.
I didn't want to prove it to anyone else, but just to myself really, that like I was just gonna change this and like not leave school and like just think, you know, what am I gonna do with my life or whatever. I just kind of wanted to have like a community, and by the time I did, I felt like everyone in my class kind of saw me a bit different as well. Like it kind of showed people that I wasn't just gonna let them like make me feel that sad, and I was actually just still motivated to do something else, even though I was just getting like kind of bullied over and over and over and over again and like made fun of constantly. It just proved a point to me and also to them that it didn't get to me, and I was still gonna surpass that and make something better of myself. I don't regret me doing that because I feel like it kind of shows what kind of person you are if you get taken down so many times. Sorry. Like say to young girls like that was in the same position as me to just be like, oh yeah, just like fight back. Like you shouldn't fight fire with fire, if that makes sense. Like if someone's being nasty to you, you don't want to scoop to their level and be nasty back, because you're just like scooping to their level and doing something just as bad as they're doing to you. And also I've learned that a lot of the girls that used to bully me really badly were actually going through some bad stuff. I love helping people through like their circumstances and things, because I kind of wish that when I was younger I had someone that not only I like, you know, looked up to in the way that they dealt with situations in the past, but like also replied to me, because it's very rare that you'll message someone that you kind of look up to or something for advice and they ever get back to you. So, and I like chatting to them as if they were still my friends, like the way I started the whole Instagram thing in the first place. Because if it's the reason I started it and they got me through a hard time, like why shouldn't I get them through a hard time? This is so difficult.
Hold this house up with my own two hands, so you can make it out.
My mum's done everything she can for me. She's done everything basically. She's worked so hard to give me everything I needed in life. Like she's done her best, absolute best. We did have a lot of like money issues, and we never really had like a house of our own. And I would see her struggle and like I want to make sure I have something solid, so I have a house and I have somewhere to call mine forever and no one can take it away from me. Like I really want something that I can stabilize in a way. So I know that, you know, my mum had a really hard time with that, and I also want to buy her a house and help her like she helped me. So I know I'm young to be saying that, but I feel like that's a big priority for me, just being like secure, feeling safe, you know.